Hello and welcome to Kuala Lumpur for semi-finals day at the Maybank Malaysia Open. Event number 2 on the 12 tournament OSIM BWF World Superseries. Well, the 2012 season got off to a great start last week in Korea, and here in Kuala Lumpur, the world's best players have continued to thrill the fans with badminton of the very highest quality. I'm Jill Clark, and as I say, it's semi-finals day, and that's the lineup we've got for you. We're starting with mixed doubles, and the former world number 2s, T.Ahmad and L.Natsir, up against the current world number 2s, Chen and Marjin. Then women's singles and Saina Nehwal, who will be looking for her first ever victory over the current world champion, Wang Yi-han. Then men's doubles, and Hashimoto and Hirata of Japan, they're up against the surprise semi-finalists, Fang and Lee from Taipei. Then women's doubles, and the Danes Peterson and Ruta Yule, who yesterday disposed of the number 1 seeds Fuji and Kakiwa from Japan, they're up against Yixing and Zhong from China. Then the last of our 5 matches this afternoon features the world champions in the mixed doubles, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, up against the home players, Chan and Go, who had the most thrilling quarter-final last night. The Malaysian pair had to save 4 match points to book their place in today's semi-final. Well, the crowd yet to get into this magnificent arena. I can assure you they will be filing in later. But certainly disappointing for the players not to play in the usual sort of atmosphere that we know and love here in Malaysia. Crowd always get heavily involved, very vocal, and the players love it, and so do we too. So the Indonesians, Tontowi, Ahmad and Liliyana, that's it. There they are, the red shirts, lead the players onto court. For Marjin, she is the defending champion in the mixed doubles, because last year she won this title with her Han Bin. But since then has forged this highly successful partnership with Chen. Of course, they won the All England Championships last year. In fact, since forming their partnership, 2 titles last year and 1 last week. Won the first Super Series event of 2012, which also happened to be a premier Super Series, the Korean Open. And incidentally, beat yesterday the pair they're defeated in last week's final. Lee Yong-dae, the Olympic champion, now with his new partner Ha Jung-eun. So there we can see from quarterfinals onwards, 2 Chinese pairs involved. I was telling you that was a thriller with Chan and Go, and that confirms it on that 27-25 final game. 4 match points, I say, that they saved. Well, you can see that the Indonesians had a much more straightforward quarter-final. Certainly the second game, they were very much in control. So, no doubting the quality of these 2 pairs. Former world number 2s, the Indonesians. In fact, they were at number 2 in the world ranking for a total of 9 weeks. And that was in the middle of last year. So, all of their matches so far in straight games, including the first round against the British pair of Blair and White, and Russians in the second round, Dorkin and Vislova, and Jongjit and Amatapai of Thailand yesterday. So Zhu Chen, 27 years of age. And he, of course, has been in a final here in the Malaysia Open previously, but that was in men's doubles, and that was 2 years ago. Well, Ma Jin, who won the title last year with He Hanbin.
Okay, players ready?
Had to overcome He Hanbin in the second round. And as you just saw, it was a marathon match, 3 games. Always difficult to play against a former partner. There's our umpire. Both our court officials for this match, Malaysians. So this is the 4th meeting between these 2 pairs. Previous 3, the advantage lies with this pair, Zhu Chen and Ma Jin. They've won the last 2 encounters, whereas this Indonesian pair won the first time they met. First time was in the Singapore Open, and of course, Indonesians went right through in that tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And
on
won
my
it.
right, Liliyana L.Natsir and Tontowi Ahmad, Indonesia. And on my left, Zhu Chen and Ma Jin, China. Ma Jin to serve to Liliyana, love all, play.
The most experienced player on court, Liliyana L.Natsir, though she's only 26 years of age. Twice world champion with Nova Widianto. In fact, she's a 4 times medalist.
One love.
She has a full set of medals. 2 golds, 1 silver and 1 bronze. It's not bad going, is it, for a 26-year-old? Oof, it's quick there was Zhu Chen.
1-all. It's over 2-1.
Oh my goodness.
It's over.
Well, I keep singing praises for her front court play, Ma Jin, but just look at that. Get her off from the net and then she plays a cross-court winner like that. Well, a little look from Ma Jin towards her partner as if to say, what on earth were you doing there? Yeah, hands on hips.
It's over 3-all.
Well, it was a bit of a loose serve, and quite frankly, it got what it deserved.
4-3.
Well, Zhu Chen immediately looking back towards that back line after he made the error. Obviously went through his mind whether he should have left the shuttle or not.
So it's over 4-5.
Well, once again, a real look from Margin. In fact, she's giving a lot of instruction as well. Margin, of course, herself is a former world champion. Won the mixed doubles title in Paris in 2010 with Zheng Bo. Well, the first real extended rally we've had so far in this semi-final. And that's what Margin does best. Reading the game at the front of the court, intercepting. Oh, that's delightful. Well, when I first saw T.Ahmad play, I really wanted to belt the shuttle on every opportunity. And now he's far more thoughtful, far more tactically astute, places the shuttle a lot better, varies the pace. Yeah, quite deliberate, want to try and keep L.Natsir to the back of the court, but she made her way forward nonetheless.
7-all.
Clever serve.
8-7.
Just aiming towards the left shoulder of Liliyana L.Natsir. Made it difficult. She had to readjust with what she was trying to do with the return shot, and therefore made the error. That's a good rally.
9-7.
Well, you cannot afford to give this lady anything loose at the net. She will pounce on it. As indeed she did in that last rally. There's the little hand signals that we're so used to seeing now. Just informing her partner where she's going to serve to, where she's going to move to afterwards.
Service over. 8-9. Service over. 10-8.
Whilst the Indonesians don't want to get embroiled in a fast exchanges, I do think in general terms, if they want to beat the current world number twos, I think they're going to have to hit the shuttle in a downward direction. It's a good return of serve. Here's the opportunity. Oh, complete miss hit from Chen.
9-10.
looks up towards the lights. Nice, good angle. And it's every time that the Chinese get on the attack, seem to make it count. Therefore, they have the advantage at the mid-game interval. But the narrowest of possible advantages, just 1 point. Chen, twice Olympic champion himself in the mixed doubles with Gao Ling, now coaching the mixed doubles pair. And Richard Manaki, coach for the Indonesians. A clever serve. Serve out wide. She looked for the straight. Chen steps in. Oh, that's gone well long.
14-10.
Well, at start of play yesterday, I can tell you that the air conditioning in this arena was playing havoc with the shuttle. Seemed to change the drift quite dramatically from what we've come to expect from earlier rounds in the tournament. Of course, at the start of play yesterday evening, there was an absolute downpour outside. And the weather conditions may have had something to do with it. Yeah, the Indonesians managing to put enough pace on this defensive shot, get it past margin. This is very, very good badminton. Neither pair willing to lift the shuttle in that rally. A little pushes, pushing and probing. The last time they met was in the Super Series finals in Luzhou in December. It went the full distance on that occasion. Both occasions that the Chinese pair have beaten the Indonesians, they've needed 3 games to do it. He does tend to become very committed in his defence. T.Ahmad. Oh. Missed by some way.
18-14.
Yeah, that was clever from Liliyana Natsir. Hold and flick deep into the forehand corner, forcing Chen to take the shuttle late. And that's the thing, I think he stands so far up in court behind his partner to intercept the mid-court shots. You've got to try and get it past him. Well, that, of course, is a dangerous thing to try and do. You have to be awfully accurate. Well, 3 quick points for the Indonesians. Oh, yes, the frustration. He knows that's a missed opportunity. And that error gives 3 game points to the number 2 seeds. Yeah, and they convert on their first opportunity.
First game won by Chen, margin 21-17.
Yeah, it does tend, as I say, to get perhaps a little committed and perhaps a little tense in his defensive stance, and therefore makes the error. T.Ahmad. So the opening game in favour of Chen and margin 21-17 in 16 minutes of play.
Second game, love of play.
Well, I thought she was looking sharp last week, margin, in Korea. Looking just as impressive this week as well. It did cross my mind before this match started that The accumulation of matches over last week and this for the Chinese pair might have an effect, but no signs so far. Because of course the Indonesians last week got beaten in the quarter-final stage, lost out to Lee Yong-dae and Ha Jung-eun in 3 games. Lovely placement. That's what I was suggesting at the end of the first game. If you can get it past Xu Chen, deep into those back corners. Just wide.
4-4-1.
For once, Margin forced to take the shuttle late at the net. That really is brilliant. Yes, having anticipated Tontowi, T.Ahmad, this one. Yet there, didn't play a good enough shot and therefore really just played himself into trouble. Once you get to the net, as the male player, you really have to be putting the shuttle away, or at the very, very least putting on enormous pressure. Called out.
5-4.
Yeah, it was a correct call. It was just long of that back line. Indonesians hadn't initially been convinced by it. Oh no, that's gone wide. Yeah, once again he was off balance. They got the shuttle behind him. Well, the Chinese wanted the shuttle changed. L.Natsir said no, it's fine. Umpire agreed with her. Yeah, you can tell by the little shadow movement there from L.Natsir, saying to herself, once you've got to the net, got to get your racket up ready. Don't try and play the net shot, really threaten to make the kill. Yeah, that's nice, that's clever. T.Ahmad really taking the shuttle early. Short, sharp movement of the racket just to guide it to the open space. No, he's overdone it that time. Well, this time the Chinese refusing to change the shuttle, and that's interesting because it's the shuttle they wanted changed earlier on. Just wide. Right idea. Oh, it was an excellent serve, but you got to get the shuttle into play. Can't afford to hit your return into the net. That's drifted wide as well. It's a sideways drift coming into play. Shuttle moving from left to right as we look down on the court. And as with the opening game, there's only 1 point in it at the mid-game interval. And once again, as in the opening game, the advantage is with the Chinese pair, Chen and Ma Jin.
Play.
Well, Chen completely mistimed one from almost that exact same position in the opening game. There obviously is a spot where it's very difficult to see the shuttle. Shuttle must get lost in the lights. It's another error on return of serve. And this is now a run of 6 straight points, because remember, Chen and Ma Jin was 7-10 down in this second game. Now they lead by 3 points. Called Motor by her teammates. But that's in reference to Ma Jin's speed around the court. That's a good rally. And the Indonesians are going to have to start closing the gap pretty soon, as time is running out for them. I do feel there's a real defensive weakness with T.Ahmad. Almost seemed to flap at that one. Oh, fantastic. Relentless from the net, Margin. Piling on the pressure. Oh, that was getting wide. Well, I suspect it's absolutely imperative from the Indonesians' perspective that they have a good little run of points right now. Oh. Well, that's fantastic. Another incredible angle from Margin. Disguised drop shot, played to perfection. Few points away from their second consecutive final in 2 weeks, Chen and Margin. Rare error on the net. Well, she is a phenomenal front court player. She's a phenomenal player in general. Outstanding player on court today, Margin. Yeah, and they convert on their first match point opportunity. 21-17, 21-14 in double quick time.
Match won by
Yeah, big open space.
21-17.
Well, I think T.Ahmad going to have to work on what he does with the shuttle when he's at the front of the court, whether it's the return of serve or within the rally, because at the moment he's simply not putting enough pressure on. There we can see 32 minutes for that victory, and the number 2 seeds through to their second consecutive final in 2 weeks. A disappointment for the Indonesians, but for Chen and Margin, what a comprehensive victory.